Like as you know, when I used to have my bar, it was kind of like a big part of my life. And most people don't know this, but my real name is actually Brian as well. I know it's a bit of a meme and everyone calls me Jay, but my actual Christian name on my birth certificate is Brian as well. And when I just kind of like finished in the army when I was quite young and stuff like that, I went back to my home city and started to talk about what I was going to do with my life. Anyway, as always, I ended up working in a bar and stuff like that. This kind of happens. Most people end up working in a bar at some point in their lives. That's kind of like a traditional thing in the world, I think. And at the time, I was crap and I wasn't really good barman and everything else. But I found a guy called Doug, and Doug just helped me out like hugely. Like, he taught me all the tricks. He taught me all the drinks. He taught me how to spin a few bottles around. He taught me how to flip them up and catch them and stuff like that. And we actually became like quite a good double act behind the bar, and people would come to actually watch us do like some tricks and stuff behind the bar. Anyway, Doug and I were always like talking about setting up our own bar instead of just working at this one place, like branching out and having our own place. And when we were going to do it, we were going to call it Cocktails and Dreams. That was like the thing we were going to do. We were just going to call it Cocktails and Dreams. Anyway, suffice it to say, things went pear-shaped, and before long, I ended up in Jamaica just working in a bar on the beach. And yeah, it was like a whole really weird thing. But yeah, I ended up working in a bar on a beach, and Doug and I had kind of fallen out as for a bit and stuff like that. And he actually came to see me whilst I was there, and he offered me a job to try and go back and work with him and move back to the city and try and start up our own bar, this Cocktails and Dreams he'd always talked about. But yeah, it didn't really happen. He turned out that he'd lost a lot of money in the commodities markets and stuff like that, and his life was pretty much a sham. Yeah, it was just one of those things. So yeah.
It's as you said, it's just one of those things. You lead the most interesting lives. I say lives because obviously you have several of them.
Yeah, yeah. So it would seem. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna get that. I can't get it. That's for sure.
Like I'm sure a lot of people will get that. I think a lot of people will get it.
Oh really? Okay, maybe it's just something
Yeah,
I
I'd
haven't
be
seen.
I'd be surprised if people couldn't get that one. I'd be surprised if people didn't get it.
All right, no one in chat has got it yet. But Geo says it's funny because Jay actually did work at a bar.
I used to own a pub.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
here
I
in
mean
the UK,
the
I owned a pub for
stories
a while.
are
Yeah.
about Jay. You guys don't realize these aren't fake stories. These are actually Jay's life.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Some of them are based in truth, I think.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Please teach us your favorite drink recipes, Brian's.
Mine's easy. Glass, whiskey, pour, drink. That's easy.
Yeah,
That's really easy.
that's a good one. That's one I haven't had in a while. I do a similar recipe. It's about half accurate to that. I take the glass, right, and
Yep.
I put H2O in there. So you get
Right. Okay. A little
your
bit of
two
whiskey and water.
hydrogen
Yeah.
atoms and your and your one your one oxygen atom, and then you just drink it, and it hydrates the body, and it's quite an efficient liquid somehow. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's as good as whiskey. Don't get me wrong, but it's still pretty good.
I think Zakar won your TV knows what it is because he thinks my name might be Tom after that story. So I think you're on the right lines there. I think you're on the right lines as to where the story's from.
I still have no idea what it is.
Shall I tell you, Brian? Shall I tell you?
I gotta know because I'm about to click on IMDb and like just go to go.
It's the 1988 film called Cocktail with Tom Cruise in it. So
I've definitely
um,
never seen it.
Tom
So
Cruise, Brian Brown, and if I remember correctly, the girl in it is actually the same girl that was in The Karate Kid, but I've forgotten her name. I think it was like Elizabeth
Hillary Swank.
something. No, no, I'm sure it was her, Elizabeth Shue or something like that. I think. I'd have to look it up. I think she was in it as well. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. Elizabeth Shue. Yeah,
Elizabeth
that's the
Shue.
one. Yeah, that's who I think
Okay.
it is. It is the Fancy Bartender Moves movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she was in the Karate Kid, the first one. She was in something else as well at that sort of time, like a Robert Zemeckis movie or something like that.
Hmm.
I can't think. I'd have to look her up to check, but she's been in a lot of stuff.
Maybe I need to watch a fancy bartender movie since I never have.
Back to the Future. Yes, she was in Back to the Future. I think she was in the second one. Yeah. Oh, was she in the first one? Oh, okay. I thought she was in the second one and the third one. She was the new Jennifer, not the original one, right?
Leave it to Twitch chat to know filmography.
80s movies are usually fairly good at, but I would have to look this up. Yeah, okay. I can't remember who the
Oh,
girl in the first Karate Kid movie was.
I can't either.
Don't know who that was.
Oh, you're saying she's number 2. Okay. So the second Back to the
There
Future.
we go. Nice.
Jennifer from the future or whatever.
Yes, the secondary Jennifer, yeah.
Man, that's a series I need to rewatch as well. That's an absolute classic.
Yeah, the whole Back to the Future movie series is amazing. Like
Yeah,
the whole
no,
thing.
for sure. Oh, all right. I guess we should at least pretend to get this show started, right?
We probably should. Yeah, you're right.
All right, I'm gonna roll this intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talk Clack. I am your host, Quakums, joined as usual by my lovely co-host Jay, and it feels like it's been a while, at least since we've been together. Because I know we've both still been doing some build streams and such, but it's been a while since we've been on the screen together, and it makes me a little nervous because I gotta be honest, I forgot how beautiful you are, Jay, and it's got me shaking in my boots. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I think the last time we were on camera together was on stream together was just before Christmas, right? Like with Mets on Deck. I think that was the last one we did.
Yeah, God, a lot of stuff has been going on since then. We've been going through a lot. I know you had quite a couple snowstorms, like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and it happened like Thursday, Friday, both weeks, and then by the weekend it was gone. So I promise you, I was not trying to avoid.
Oh no, I know, I get it.
My build streams on a Sunday.
Yeah, Jay's like sending me pictures of like all this snow, and he's like, I can't get to my office. I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, that's life.
Oh man, yeah, it was really bad actually because like I had loads of parcels. One day I can't remember which way around it was, but I think I'd spent like the Thursday boxing up hundreds and hundreds of packages, and DHL were booked to come on the Friday morning or whatever it was to collect them, and then it snowed. DHL couldn't get there,
no.
So everyone was complaining like, "Oh, why didn't you ship my package? You said you were going to ship it today." It's like, yeah, I wish I could, but I can't even get to the workshop. And then the other time, I did manage to get up to the workshop for like an hour just to collect my laptop and stuff so I could work from home. And instead of it being a 5-minute drive here, so the way I have to go through some one-way systems. So it's a longer drive to get here than it is to get home. So it's about 3 minutes to get home, but it's about 10 minutes to get here. So it's about 15 minutes round trip. So plus maybe 5 minutes for me to put my laptop up or whatever. So it should have taken me 20 minutes. And instead of taking me 20 minutes, it took me 2 hours to make that trip. It would have been faster to walk it in the snow. And I actually got stuck. The Kia I was in at the time, I didn't take the truck or the Datsun or anything. I was in the Kia. I was going up the hill towards my house, and it got almost all the way to the top of the hill, and then maybe 15 feet short of the top of the hill, it just wouldn't go, and the wheels are spinning and stuff. So I had to run the rest of the half a mile home to my house to get a shovel to come back to dig myself out. And on the way to do that, the DPD driver had tried to get another delivery courier tried to get to my neighbor's house, and they'd got all the way up the hill and they'd got all the way around the streets and everything, but then they'd got stuck in the snow coming off my neighbor's drive and they couldn't get out, so I was trying to help them out as well. It was a horrible day.
That sounds rough. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, a quick shout out to Pew Pew Laser. Thank you so much for the sub. I know I read what you said earlier, but I forgot to mention the sub along with it, so appreciate that very much.
Fine.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, right? It's been a while since we've done an episode like this, and I completely forgot how to do everything. But I do know we have 69 viewers, which is pretty great.
Yeah, we do.
But anyways, yeah. So our schedules have been kind of wacky. I mean, you've had issues with the snow in your office, and I've been spending a little too much time, rummaging over the political situation in America right now, and it's been really hurting my brain. So I haven't quite been myself lately because it feels like the country, if not the world, is kind of like on the edge of disaster, and we're kind of all just hoping things go the right way, which it seems like they're starting to, which is really nice. But it's been
I actually
it's been
talked
a
about
rough
this on a
month.
Bill stream It has. I talked about this on a build stream a couple of weeks ago actually as well, and I was just saying how terrifying it was. Like we stopped doing the build for a bit so we could talk about it with chat and stuff, and like the whole situation was pretty terrifying, to be honest. It was
Incredibly,
scary.
yeah. If as an American, it was absolutely frightening, and I questioned. I spent a lot of days questioning who I am as not only an American but a human, what I should be doing, what other people should be doing, what I have control over, what I don't have control over. I've spent a lot of time just kind of going over these things in my head, and it's been very taxing. And because of that, I haven't really spent as much time in keyboards as I otherwise would have liked to. Which is, as I was telling you before the show, Jay, really ironic because I just happen to be getting every group buy item I've ever been in is arriving at my door over the last several days and weeks.
Yeah.
Which has been really cool because it's been kind of a nice reprieve from the otherwise crazy world that's going on around us. It's nice to
Yeah.
have something that kind of keeps us centered, and I think for better or worse, keyboards sort of does that for me. So I've been trying to do some more build streams lately. Obviously, a lot of you guys might have seen some of them. I've been doing some pretty cool builds, and I have some pretty amazing ones upcoming as well. So very much looking forward to that and kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Nice. Your shelves are getting fuller as well, I noticed.
Yeah. I've sold a couple boards lately, but I've had so many more boards arrive lately, which is pretty awesome because it's usually not quite that ratio. So
Nice.
yeah,
and tin shipping as well. We both got tin shipping today as well, which is
yeah,
nice.
absolutely. And I know we had talked about it previously, but I'm sure chat can tell us what they might prefer. But I know we had talked previously about doing a dual stream with the tin, where we both build them simultaneously. That's something that me and the previous Top Clack host, Man of Interest, Huey, we used to do that a lot, and people seem to like it quite a bit. And it kind of dawned on me. You've been obviously with me in Top Clack for a couple years now, and I don't think we've ever done a dual build together.
No, I don't think we have. So I'm down for this. We should do a dual tinned build stream.
Yeah.
That would be a good entry into that kind of content, I think.
Yeah, no, totally. It's historically I've always been kind of weary about it just because it's kind of hard to fit everything on the screen at once. It's like trying to fit four cameras and a bunch of other elements, and it's like you can't get a really good view of like what you're building or what I'm building just because you have to crop it a little bit. But it's some behind the scenes stuff we just have to work out, and hopefully we can get a pretty good layout going, and it'll be really enjoyable.
I need to work out how I can share two camera views with you.
So in the past, I've always had to use multiple like apps. So you will use, let's say, Discord for one of your cameras.
Should we do some testing live here? Let me see if I can do this live. Let me see if I can do something right now.
Okay.
Allow me to share both. What if I, and this is where you're going to get to see how messy my desk is. What if I share?
Lunar Sama says that face Brian just did. That's because I have no idea what Jay's doing, and I'm worried it's gonna ruin the cropping I have on the screen.
What if I share like
what is this?
I mean, it's dark, so you can't see much. But how does that work as of me sharing? Like that's like.
Please tell me how you did that.
So I'm outputting through OBS. So my cameras are both DSLRs, and I'm outputting to you through the DSLRs through OBS into Discord, right? So I output my stream as basically like I would when I'm normally streaming, but instead of pushing it over to Twitch, I just push it over to Discord. So I can do this and have both at the same time with my overhead cam.
Well, that makes it much easier then.
Yeah, so there we go. I can do it. Let me undo this now.
Zakaria TV says, "Imagine calling that desk messy."
It is. It's really messy. There we go. That should have brought me back, but I probably did the wrong way around. So let me just flip that.
I think it's fun just to watch you flip back and forth and upside down.
There we go. Okay.
There
we go. We can do it.
We should do a show upside down at one point.
Yeah, an upside down show. Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Oh man. Anyways,
There's like
guys,
3 things on it. No, there's loads of rubbish on my desk. There's like a pencil. There's bits of wrappers on my desk.
Jay's
There's
just one of
a
those
chunk of a
people that's like always super clean, so when one thing's out of place, it's an absolute travesty and a complete mess.
Yeah, I don't like a messy desk. Like I don't.
My desk is kind of a travesty right now. You would probably vomit if you walked into my office and looked at my desk.
Aniki's got it in one. He says you create a virtual camera in OBS and you can just do Discord. That's exactly how I'm doing it now. That's how I'm sharing my video with Brian right now. You've hit the nail on the head and articulated it way better than I could do. So yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's how I do it.
Well, today I learned, and yeah, that should be a lot easier for sure than
You just have
what we've done in the past.
one source to worry about, and I've just got 2 sources
Yeah.
to worry about, which is fine. Yeah, it's dead
Yeah.
easy.
That's super easy. King Friday was asking what colors. I got ultramarine for my tin. What did you get, Jay?
I don't know. I told Leandrin to surprise me, so
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what
Yeah.
plate material you're getting?
Nope.
Cool. All right, that means you're probably getting carbon fiber.
I know it's ISO. I know it's ISO, but I don't know anything else. That's it. That's all I know.
That's nothing wrong with that. That's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, so on this episode, guys, we're just gonna kind of hang out with you guys and talk about what 2021 is hopefully gonna look like for us, as not only individuals but of course Top Clack, and of course you guys can let us know what you're thinking as well. You know, what's 2021 gonna look like for you? What kind of keyboard things or otherwise would you like to accomplish? Obviously,
Yeah.
2020 was a year that probably a lot of us want to forget, and you know, at least parts of it, and we're hopefully moving towards a better place, all of us. So you know, let's try to keep that in mind. Let's get some positivity rolling, and yeah, let's talk about what we kind of have planned for the future, both immediate and more long term.
Yeah. Let's let us know what you think, guys. But I think from my perspective, I think there's a few things we should talk about here because I think Brian and I have both got things individual that we're going to want to do this year, and then we've got things we want to do on Top Clack. And I think the biggest thing for me for Top Clack going forwards is now that we've spent best part of 6 months not doing a news show, it's how do we generate new good types of content for you. So we've tried some of these ideas out last year and you're going to see them come back. So we tried some of them out a couple of years ago actually. I don't know if you guys remember playing Top Trumps with Mr. Keebs, but Top Trumps or Top Keyboards or whatever we call it, I don't know, we need a good name for it. That's going to make a comeback. I've been making a little bit of progress on some overlays for that, so we are going to bring that back, as well as a little game that we played just before Christmas, or was it the back end of October, early November when we played this?
It
one,
was
Brian?
probably four months ago. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah, where we played a game of unpopular opinions, but we're going to want to play this with guests. So last time it was Brian versus me. I reigned supreme on that one. I mean, who would have expected it to go any other way? But
It was
we wanna
super
bring
close.
back
What are you talking
guests
about?
to play the game?
I think I still have the results here on the doc.
Sorry?
I said it was super close. What are you talking about? I still have the results here on the news doc. But
Last game,
anyways,
Brian, I won. That's
yes,
the most
you
important
absolutely destroyed me, Jay. Just like
thing.
always
Yeah,
in life.
I ruined you. Yeah.
Jay always ruins me. Oh man.
Well, maybe. So we want to play that with other people. So Glasses, who you may know, has actually asked to come on the show to play Unpopular Opinions. So he's going to be on the show in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to play Unpopular Opinions with him.
Yeah, which was an awesome stream, by the way. That worked out way more fun than I thought it was going to be, and it's going to be even better
so
with
fun.
guests because we did have Glasses in chat, and he was pretty psyched to play. I think he wanted to play against me because obviously I'm a really easy win. But it should be pretty fun nonetheless. You know, not only that, but we do want to start bringing in not just more fun content like games and such like that, but also more content that's more geared towards information. I want to bring back Behind the Keyboard. I already have a couple guests lined up and some docs already written out for some questions, and that I'll be kind of tweaking for the sake of modernity. and it's gonna be a pretty good time. So we're definitely trying to bring back some things. We definitely want to do some more things, some new things. But by and large, we definitely want to kind of keep the same kind of casual, chill vibe that we have been doing since we kind of stopped doing the news, because we want to remain true to ourselves. And I know a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I hate forcing content for the sake of content. If it's something that I don't want to do or I'm not comfortable doing, I'm just not going to do it, because I don't think that's the kind of streamer I want to be. I don't, I'm kind of over trying to turn this into, a job, for instance. That's something that got me into trouble in the first place and kind of ruined my mental on the whole situation. And I kind of I just want to have a good time and enjoy the community, because the community has become my family. I'm not super close with a lot of my family IRL, so I spend a lot of time in keyboard discords and keyboard community, areas, and you guys have more or less become my family, and I don't want to ever turn that into like work, or trying to make enemies or divide people or anything like that. So we definitely want to keep the more casual scenario going, and hopefully
Yeah, for sure.
we get that point across as well.
Yeah. So we're going to start to take a look at that. I'm just going to comment on a couple of things in chat. Apparently, you made a face when I started to tweak the cameras and stuff. I must have missed that.
Well, it was because, okay, so here's the situation. Whenever you say, okay, here, I'm just going to try this, or let me do something, and I don't know what it is, I get scared, because I have everything cropped a certain way on the screen, so when you start messing with camera stuff, I get really worried. And so that was, I don't remember what face I made, but it was probably my uh-oh, Jay, don't screw me here face.
Fair enough. Sweet also says, early build stream, how much have I missed? We've been live for about 25 minutes, but probably only about 20 minutes that I've been talking, yeah. So not too long. And Marthike says, do you guys build viewer keyboards on stream? Absolutely, both of us have done it in the past. Depending on where you are in the world, it might make more sense to get one or the other of us to do a build stream. Just reach out to one of us in Discord and we'll be able to help you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we don't really advertise that we do that as much as most other streamers do. Obviously, like all the big popular build streamers kind of have their own forms and things that you go through to get your board built through them on stream. But we're pretty casual. It's not something we really advertise. So when it does come along, we usually pick it up. Especially I can't speak for you, Jay, but I know for me, I like to build boards that I've never experienced before. So it's kind of nice. I'll usually agree to builds just so I can try something new, because if it's something I haven't tried before, then it's a learning experience. So not only do I get to build the board, but I get to experience it as well without owning it, without paying for it. So it's kind of a win-win, I would say.
I think my issue with customer builds is I tend to do them off stream rather than on stream, because I just have so many personal boards, and I'd rather build my own boards on stream rather than mess up someone else's board on stream. But not that I've ever messed up on stream, but I just rather take that risk, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm more than happy to. I have built loads of customer boards on stream as well. I'm more than happy to do it. I think I just tend to err on the side of caution with them. But yeah, more than happy to have a look at them. Dingus says, keyboard wise 2021, I want to stop buying keyboards. Good luck, man. Good luck. We know how addictive they are.
It's tough. It's harder than ever, right? Because now we have just so many options and so many things running constantly.
Yeah.
If you miss one thing that you like, there's going to be another one right around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. Heiji says, keyboard-wise 2021, I want to get a rose gold keyboard this year and also a Topra board to try out. Awesome. I feel like, and maybe this is just because I am kind of a real stickler for enjoying Topra, but I feel like Topra has kind of declined in popularity over the years, as we have so many more MX customs these days. I feel like Topra used to enjoy a lot more popularity than it does today, which is probably fine. But I definitely suggest you try Topra. I think a lot of people in the hobby these days maybe haven't tried Topra, and I really, really think that you should, because it is a mechanical keyboard. Don't let those people ruin your fun that just say it's just a rubber dome, because it's so much better than that. It really, really is. And I know we've always had like the desert island question in a lot of our Q&As, and my answer is still always going to be Topra, 55 gram Topra Real Force. I think it's just, if I had to use one board for the rest of my life, that would be it. So I highly suggest that anyone interested in trying Topra, rather, certainly should. Unfortunately, I don't
Absolutely.
think you can get a rose gold torpor board, so those will probably have to be separate.
Ash Corbett says, I'm hyped for the Oceanographer build stream. Yeah, Sunday, man. I'll be building the Oceanographer on Sunday. So 8 p.m. UK time, which is about an hour and 20 minutes earlier than right now, but on Sunday. I still have to decide on switches, but possibly lavenders, I think. That's what we're going to use in it.
Yeah,
We'll see. Maybe seal switches, I don't know. Seals or lavenders.
I picked up some lavenders recently. They just came in the other day on your recommendation, Jay. You spoke so highly of them. I was very excited to try them out, and they feel amazing in the hand.
Think?
I haven't
They're
put them
great,
in
right?
a board
They smell
yet.
good too.
Yeah, maybe I could put those in the tinned.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I have no idea what's going in the tin. I didn't expect the tin to ship this month, and
I wouldn't expect it to
mine's
ship
supposed to arrive on Tuesday. So I'm completely unprepared for this build. So
Mine literally says it's going to arrive tomorrow on Saturday. I was tracking it just before the stream. It says it's going to arrive on Saturday. So if it does, I'll potentially even unbox it on Sunday.
ooh, nice.
We'll
That'd
see.
be cool.
See.
Yeah. Just you just can't build any of it. We have to do this together, all right? It's going to be a
I
bonding
won't build
experience.
it. I'll just unbox it. Yeah. Streaky Bison says thoughts on the KFE CE. I just purchased one on the group buy as I didn't own a TKL. So I've built a normal KFE. I don't own one, but I have built one. I thought it was a really nice board, and I really like Biso. He's a really nice guy. I think the CE looks better than the original KFE did. So if you bought a CE, I think that's going to be the better of the two. The one I built, I must say, I wasn't 100% happy with the sound, but I'd still think it's a really, really nice board. And for the money, I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's really good.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't actually seen the CE, but I've experienced the normal KFE, and it was quite a lovely board. And I know a lot of people are very, very happy with theirs. V8 says, some say, just be good, tolerant, and a responsible person, you're okay. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I want to keep buying keyboards, but without paying any money, says Zakaya. Well, yeah, trade. Just buy a keyboard and trade it, right? That's what people do. People trade, and you try more keyboards. So admittedly, you don't own them anymore, but hey, at least you're getting to try new things without spending more money.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got into the hobby. Buy a board, experience it for a week or two, sell it, or trade it for another board, and you just repeat that process until you've tried as many things as you can. That was a journey, man. I miss those days. It's so interesting and polarizing, like how different the community is.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Like I remember trading stuff all the time, and these days I tend to just buy it and keep it because it seems like a lot of hassle to trade or sell these days. So, yeah. But there's just so many more people in the hobby now. Like there's so many more people.
Yeah. All the cool stuff is RNG. Yeah, I mean, not all the cool stuff, but some of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I used to think that RNG was difficult in this hobby until I started looking at the vendor side of things, and now I kind of think of it a different way. But I think there's more vendors now who are able to start to take on bigger group buys and to be able to take on unlimited group buys, or certainly with limits that we're not used to seeing, kind of like a much higher limits than we're used to seeing. So I expect that that's going to happen, and that kind of builds into Martha Key's question as well, saying, do you think there's going to be more and more group buys per month going into 2021? It's not showing any sign of slowing down. It's not showing any sign of slowing down. I think there's some things that are starting to struggle a little bit. Switches seems to be one of those things. There seems to be a little bit of switch fatigue in the community. Mm-hmm. But everything else just seems to keep on selling. Just keeps on selling.
Yeah. Geo says, I hear there's a new budget TKL coming that'll be unlimited. I'm assuming he's referring to the recently teased NK87, which has been looking...
Yeah, I thought it was teasing something else that I might have mentioned to him, but yeah. It looks interesting. It does look interesting.
Now you gotta be curious, Jay, but I won't pressure you on that.
Yeah,
but the NK87 is looking quite nice, and there will be an entry edition of it as well. So,
which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That should be a really good option for people in the market for cheap TKLs that are still nice.
Yeah, Zui says either Unit 01 2021 or 2022. Do you mean the GMK either set, GMK Mecha 01? Or are you meaning like a specific keyboard? Not sure what you're referring to there.
I'm not
Or do you mean me building the actual
He says your model.
yeah, I've got the model I need to build. I don't know. I'll get around to it at some point.
Do you have Gunpla, Jay?
I do have a Gunpla, yeah. I bought it on Zui's recommendation, so yeah.
All right. He's slowly turning into a weeb. I like it.
Maybe.
King
Streaking
Friday.
Vice is a secret time.
Secret time?
Secret time.
Oh, that's right.
Well, it's not a secret. It's kind of like half an ounce. I've just not shown anyone it yet. But there is an unlimited group buy for what's called, the minute is named tentatively the BBTKL. That's going to run through my store soon.
Okay.
That's it. That's all there is to show. I don't have any images or anything to show yet. Prototype's on the way. There's nothing to announce other than that. So, yeah, maybe soon.
There you go. King Friday, I'm assuming he's referring to his tin, says, mine says arriving Wednesday, but it's in China. That can't be possible. The power of DHL.
DHL, dude, like DHL is crazy.
DHL's nuts.
I sent 2 JO2s to Stash from Stash Builds boards. I sent him one that I'd bought for him and one of my own for him to build. I shipped them on Monday afternoon from the UK, and Tuesday morning his time they were on his doorstep. Like literally like 17 hours door to door.
Yeah.
So if it says it's coming from China by Wednesday, I believe it. I bought a ton of switches for the store, 16,000 switches. They shipped on Monday and they arrived here in the UK on Wednesday. So I absolutely believe it. If DHL say that's when it's going to be, they're usually pretty good with that.
Yeah, there's a reason DHL is kind of touted as the best courier.
DHL Express, DHL e-commerce is a different.
Sorry, yes. My apologies. Yeah. You're right. Express. Which has been, to be fair, I've been maybe blinded a little bit by it, because DHL Express has been my only experience with DHL. I have yet to experience
the e-commerce side is not good.
Is the e-commerce just like their domestic service, or is that international as well?
So e-commerce is it's kind of like their cheaper service, and it runs on road network, so they don't fly it to different airports and stuff like that. Okay. It all goes to they have like one sorting office per continent. It goes to that sorting office, and then it goes out from there by road. So for example, in the EU, it all goes to Germany, and then they send it out via road from there, and it can take a little while for it to get to like regional distribution offices and then actually onto delivery vans and stuff. I think they've got 2 in the US, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and then it goes by road from there to wherever. So it can take a little while, whereas with DHL Express they actually fly into pretty much every airport in the world, and they have their own fleet of planes, and like pretty much every state in the US has one, so you can guarantee that it's going to be somewhere reasonably close as soon as it gets into the country to wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shipped a board to Nerdy last week, and it was there in like a day and a bit. It was crazy.
Yeah, I've gotten multiple things from China next day from DHL Express.
Yeah,
it's just, it's very impressive, is what it is. Tenno says, I am one of the 3 people that started the Met community in Mexico, in line with the community becoming your family. My wife from time to time gets jealous. So yes, your wife gets jealous of your keyboard fam. Yeah, I mean, I've met so many friends through the keyboard community now, and people I hang out with and talk to on a daily basis, like Osiris from X on Deck, a couple of our moderators, UJ, like it's become a family. Like, we've transcended keyboards. If it was only about keyboards, I probably would have been gone long ago. But because the people are just so fantastic in the hobby, it's family for life for me. So.
Sure. Yeah, I completely agree. And just to touch on the wife part of it, my wife got very annoyed when I flew from the UK to Seattle for a week to spend a week looking at keyboards and didn't take her with me.
Yep.
Like I experienced that half that you mentioned now. That was a thing.
Oh man. Yeah, that's great. You'll have to bring the wife next time, Jay.
Yeah, but then she'll want to
That way
do
that way
stuff
I can. No,
rather
no, no, no.
than
So
just
here's
go
the
to the
thing:
keyboard meetups and drink.
you bring the wife, but then I just pull you away for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to set up the wife with like one of your friends to go shopping with or whatever or something.
Sure, sure,
Someone
yeah.
someone who you're friendly with who's not into keyboards that I can just park the wife with and leave her.
I imagine knowing people that aren't into keyboards, Jay. That wouldn't happen in my life. Oh man. King Tasma is saying, or asking rather, you guys know the Monoflex 60? Thoughts on it? I have not seen the
It looks all
Monoflex.
right. Yeah, I've had a bit of a look at it. It's on Santiago Customs site. Lots of options for it, especially with the Cerakote and everything else. I think it'll do quite well.
Alright, I need to take a look at this because I have been kind of out of keyboard news for many weeks.
Let's see if I can grab a link for chat. I think it's on Santiago's website. I think, yeah, Santiago
Yeah.
Studio.
I'm just gonna look up the Geekhack thing just so I can take a quick look at it. I guess I can show this on stream too. That way people aren't just wondering what the heck I'm looking at. Okay. Looks like...
Surprised it's not already sold out, to be honest, because I think he was only doing 150 units, if I remember rightly.
Kits are limited to 150 plus 150 extra tops. Okay. So yeah,
Okay, there we go,
150
yeah.
completed units.
And up to 150 extra tops if people want multiple tops for it, yeah. But it's just a 60 ANSI ISO, couple of bottom row options. Yeah, it's a nice enough board.
Carbon fiber leaf spring plate, regular or half. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
225 euro each. That's not too bad of a price.
Yeah, it's a very, very simple design, nice and easy to machine, nice and cheap to do. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm all for less expensive boards that are still at least relatively high end. I think that's pretty cool. All right.
Philson says, I kind of want to pull the trigger on the Box 75. Seems to be a well-designed board. Haven't seen something like this before. So I like the Box 75 as a piece of art. I'm not sure I like it as a keyboard.
Not sure you like it as a keyboard. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I guess I can show that as well.
Like it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, but I'm not convinced that it's gonna fit and tick the boxes that I would want it to tick as a keyboard. That's the thing. Like the legs are very thin. I have no idea how it's gonna sound. But as a piece of art, it's beautiful. Like just as a design, it's stunning.
It really is a gorgeous board. I'd be a little worried about how it sounds. I totally agree, particularly with those feet. But I'd certainly be willing to try one of these. If anyone's getting one of
Yeah,
these
for
and
sure.
wants one built, let me know. I will build this for free for one person.
I will do one build stream for free.
Because it just looks so cool, right? Like it's so unique. Like
It does
it's
look really
something.
cool. Yeah,
Even if you don't want to buy it, it's something you want to like experience in person, right?
for sure. Yeah, I completely get that. Completely get it.
Yeah. Interesting. DHL Express is really goated. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I feel like I completely lost my place in chat.
I'll let you catch it.
Yeah, King Friday was asking, you think key sets running per month will continue to grow?
Well, I mean, like we're at a point where there's usually between 10 and 15 key sets running every month. Very few fail to hit MOQ or get bought out by vendors. It suggests that there's still a headroom for more key sets to run, and then you let the weakest fail. I don't know. Yeah, I can see more running.
yeah, I mean, it'll probably